Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to demonstrate you how we can have that bi-directional setup between Jira and ServiceNow. So let's get started. I'm going to navigate to the module named Jira webhook registries first, and here we will create an entry. Let's give it a name Jira registry version 1, and let's give a description as well. And let's create a token. And we will just give a strong password and click on submit, and let's save this now and click on callback URL. So a webhook callback URL is generated, which we are going to use at Jira side. So let's copy this, and now I'm going to navigate to Jira. So this is the same instance which we requested few days back, testingtoday.atlassian.net. Let's navigate to settings in the top right corner, then go to system. Here I'm going to look for webhooks. Here it is in the bottom left. Click on create a webhook, and I'm going to give it a name. That's the ServiceNow connection, and let's replace the URL with a callback URL. Okay, and we can simply select what all issues we want to, whether it is a comment or what kind of event types we want to. So what else? Let's select attachment as well. I don't need worklog for now as a starting point. You can also use for projects, versions. Versions are basically releases. So now that we have selected Jira events, let's click on create. Okay, so webhook is successfully created. Now let's go back to a ServiceNow instance, and I will go to Jira webhook routing policies, and let's create a new one. And we can give it a name. Let's say create Jira issue, and here we can select based on what webhook event we want this routing policy to run. Is, let's say, issue created, and in the answer field we need to select the flow or subflow which needs to run when this Jira routing policy is triggered. So let's select one of the existing ones for now. Click OK and save it. So this is done. So these routing policies ensure that we always receive the updated events from Jira. Now let's try to test this out, whether the communication is happening or not. So I'm going to navigate to Jira. Let's click on create, and I will create a story. Let's give the summary as test 11, description of test 11, and let's click on create. Okay, so our story is created. Let's open it in our new tab. And let's go to the flow engine contacts, whether the flow has triggered or not. So yes, the flow has triggered. So which means the communication is happening. Data is coming from Jira side to ServiceNow side. Let's try to open this flow. Does it have anything? This is out of the box, so I'm not sure if they have created the full fetch flow to create stories or things like that. Maybe that has to be configuration needed from our side. So okay, it looks like they're just using it as a placeholder, and there is a log added. So let's see if a log is added. Yeah, yeah. So the log is added, Jira issue created. This is just a placeholder flow. There's nothing happening as part of this flow. So if we want to configure things like when a story is created in Jira, you need to create it in ServiceNow as well. You need to configure all those things as part of your flow, and then you're done. So thank you so much for watching.